So we are back, refreshed from the bye week. We have another 4-minute drill. It's been a while, but we want to save a special guest, Yannick Ngakoue, coming to join us, new to New England. Just told him the drill. You know it. We're going to start the clock, alternate football and non-ball questions, and once the clock is out, so are we. Ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Question number 1. The worst pronunciation I've heard of my own name sounded like blank.
Sounded like Yannick. That's the most common bad pronunciation of my name that I always hear, Yannick, when it's really pronounced Yannick, or you can call me Jan.
Okay. How about the last name?
Man, sometimes people they don't even try to pronounce it because they don't want to butcher it.
You have a middle name?
Yeah, Nicholas is simple name.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Very simple.
My favorite quarterback to sack in the entire NFL is who?
Every one of them, all 32. Minus our quarterback.
I was going to say 31.
31 other quarterbacks, definitely. There's no particular quarterback at all. I just like getting to the quarterback.
Okay. But even earlier in your career, I mean, you got to face Brady. You got to face a lot of guys who might be in the Hall of Fame one day. Pat Mahomes.
For sure. I mean, there's a lot of great quarterbacks, man. I can't really name one, but speaking of Brady, I was able to get quarterback hits on him, never really got to sack him. So kind of sucked that I didn't get that opportunity.
I was going to say, you sound a little sore about that.
Yeah, but he's one of the greats, so yeah, absolutely.
How romantic is Yannick?
I feel like I'm very romantic, you know what I mean? That's more of a significant other question. Got to ask my girl that question, but I'm pretty sure she'll say the same thing.
Okay, what's the best date you've taken her on? Give us an example of you being, quote, pretty romantic.
I would say surprise dinner, surprise shopping, and a surprise trip somewhere, you know what I mean? And like I told you earlier, off the record, we have a 4-year-old Belgian Malinois, so he goes with us everywhere.
Okay, that's a dog, because I didn't know that breed. I didn't know what you were talking about, except for we had talked about a dog, so we'll get to the dog in a second. Going back to the field, what's the worst advice a coach at any level gave you? You just heard it, or like, this doesn't make sense, that's wrong, but I'm just going to keep my peace.
I really wouldn't say any advice. I feel like you can take any advice anyway. It could be good or bad advice. You just got to just really read through what you received and make a great decision from it.
Okay. What shows are you watching right now?
What shows am I watching? Right now I'm studying a lot of film. But in the off season, that's a great question. What was I watching this past off season? I was watching a lot of BMF.
What's BMF?
You should Google it. It's on BET. It's a funny show.
You know, I had a feeling I wasn't going to be the one to say it. Like,
Sam wrote the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
all right, good. Is it what we most know BMF to stand for? Is that what it's getting at?
No, actually, I think it stands for Black Mafia Family or something like that. It's like a real story that 50 Cent did on a person's life. I think the person was incarcerated for doing certain things, but now he's out of jail. So
cool. That sounds interesting. Let's go back to ball. The number one misconception, you can either take this broad about defense or specific to pass rushing, is what? What's one thing we believe about defense or pass rushing on the outside that's just not true?
It's not as easy as it looks. It's an art, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, everything has to queue up and time up for you to be able to get to the quarterback. The right coverage, the right get off, the right pass rush move, and the quarterback holding the ball at the right time for you to get there.
Cool. 1 minute left. What's something that surprised you about living or playing in New England?
Nothing really surprised me. It's all about ball. I love it up here. I'm used to the cold weather. I'm a Maryland boy myself, so not too far away from here. So it feels like home, honestly.
All right, back to the dog. Tell us about your dog, how big, how much you love it. How did life change once you got this dog?
I love that dog forever, man. That's my guy. His name is 7, like the number. He's a Belgian Malinois, like I said. For everybody that's in the law enforcement or, military, you know exactly what breed that is because that breed goes on missions to help, secure our country as well. So that was one of the major reasons why I got him, and he's just high energy, fun dude to be with.
All right, we got 2 more. If you are dropped in the middle of the wilderness, nothing around you, how long do you survive? Are you resourceful? Are you a guy in touch with nature? What does that look like in the next few days?
I'm just praying, man. Just praying. That's all I'm going to do is pray.
So you're giving up right away? Or you're putting it in someone else's hands?
No, praying is keeping that faith, you know what I mean? Okay. So I feel like if I pray and I keep that faith, I'll be able to get out that situation.
Okay. We're going back to football. Question we always end with. What's your least favorite media question?
My least favorite media question? It's a great question, man. Just questions after a loss. So it could be anything specific. What do you feel like you could have done better? What do you feel like the defense did this? It's annoying because you just lost, but at the end of the day, the media's doing their job, and we got to be professionals and, answer accordingly.
We'd love to hear that on our end, though we do screw up sometimes. Yannick Ngakoue, romantic, loves his dog. Been in the Hamptons sometimes. He loves it. Appreciate you, man.